Hi Danny, this is Tools 46 and 2. This is done in drop D tuning, so just drop your low E to D and everything else stays the same. The opening riff is something like this. I'm doing this thing with hammers and pull-offs, but with regard to the hammers, they might actually be sliding the notes when I'm doing on the record as opposed to hammer-ons. But I think hammer-ons sound fine and will work nicely. So when I'm doing things like this, they might be doing something like this on the record instead of the sliding. Both works. It's not a trivial riff because again, there's hammer-ons and pull-offs, and you got to use your pinky actively, and you got to keep that D string sort of playing, not constantly but a lot in certain rhythms while you're playing this riff above that droning D string. So I guess the best way to approach this is to just sort of, this is not easy, is just sort of break down the riff into small parts starting from the beginning and just sort of add the pieces to it slowly so you can see how the riff is eventually put together. So the first part is just so that would be an E0, A5, back to an E0, and then a hammer-on from A3 to A5. Timing is really important, so get the note durations right. To that, they add the next little piece, which is, so it's this part. So that's an open E to a A6 to A5 pull-off. So in context, it's that's two parts, and to that they add, let's build it up, they add this part, one of these, E0, A3 to A5 hammer-on. So altogether the three parts are to that they add a that's a E0, A1, A3 hammer-on. So let's add that little piece to what we have so far and see what it sounds like. One more time. So that's variation one of the riff. The second variation is let's build that together. So it starts just like the first variation with the, again that's a E0 D, I'm sorry, E0 A5 back to E0, and then a hammer-on from A3 to A5. To that he adds, that's a E0 to a D6, I'm sorry, D5 to D4 pull-off. E0, D5 to D4 pull-off. So building up that second version of that riff together, it's let's add the third piece to the second variation of that riff. Let me make sure I play it once through so I get the context for myself. Yeah, he adds a, which we encountered in the first variation, just the E0 open to a A6 to A5 pull-off. to end the second variation of the riff. It's just you add one more little part and you're done with it. Let's get that together in context. So it's, you just add a, which appears a lot in this song. It's a E0, A3, A5. The A3, A5 is hammered on, of course. So it's the second variation of the main theme, played through slowly, is this. Again. Again. So let's play both variations together in alternating fashion so we can see them in context. Yeah, so that's basically it. You know what, let me try playing the whole thing through very, very, very slowly. It's kind of hard to do because, you know, once I hear a riff, it sort of gets stuck in my brain at a certain tempo, and when I start to break it down and play it too slowly, I just somehow lose context and I just wash out. But let me see if I can do it super slowly. Real time. Good luck. This is not an easy riff. Like I said, lots of things going on. Really something you should try maybe after a year of sort of building up technique and knowledge and skill and all that stuff. But hey, there it is. Good luck. Take care. Bye-bye.